The group progressed slowly, their lantern's feeble glow the only reprieve from the impenetrable darkness. They tread carefully, the echoes of their steps adding to the eerie silence. Each movement felt like an intrusion, a breach of the forest's sacred tranquility. As they ventured deeper, the atmosphere grew heavier. The eerie silence was punctuated by whispers of wind, carrying with them long-lost scents. Flickering shadows lurked at the periphery, elusive and unpredictable, hinting at things unseen. Fleeting shadows danced just beyond perception. Hours seemed to pass, yet the sky remained a consistent shade of twilight. Sir Reginald, a man of deep intellect, found himself engrossed in this peculiar phenomenon. His hand danced across the page as he attempted to unravel the mystery, making deductions about the atmospheric conditions and possible optical illusions. His mind buzzed with theories, each more intriguing than the last. Yet, despite his engrossment in the intriguing enigma, an eerie feeling lingered at the back of his mind. But even his scientific fervor couldn't ignore the unsettling sensation that they were not alone. All at once, there was a shift in the atmosphere. A soft, melodic voice pierced the quietude, an occurrence that was unexpected and surreal. It was a voice full of mystery, yet soothing, like the gentle lullaby of a forgotten lullaby, mesmerizing all who heard it. The origin of the voice was a mystery. It seemed to emanate from everywhere, the walls, the ground, and the air. Yet simultaneously, it felt like it came from nowhere, from a realm beyond our understanding, lending the experience an otherworldly quality. "Why do you tread where shadows reign?" the voice questioned, its tone somber and penetrating, echoing the sentiments of countless ancestors, revealing the weight of history and the enigmas of existence. In the heart of the grand chamber, Sir Reginald stood resolute, gripping the edge of the ornately carved wooden table. The eyes of the council on him, scrutinizing his every move, every flicker of expression. The silence was thick, the tension palpable. For a moment he closed his eyes, taking a deep breath in, and when he opened them, a renewed sense of determination flickered in his gaze. The flames from the stone fireplace danced in his eyes, casting shadows that seemed to accentuate his resolve. Steeling himself, he cleared his throat and finally gathered the strength to utter his response, breaking the silence that had taken over the room. He summoned all his courage, straightened his posture, looked each counselor in the eye and responded, "To seek knowledge, to dispel myths, and to understand." The room remained silent, the echo of his words, his mission, still hanging in the air. Each phrase carrying a weight of its own, a commitment to discovery and enlightenment. The silence was a testament to the strength of his words. His mission was clear, his path set. He had made his stand. A chilling laughter echoed throughout the empty room. It seemed to bounce off the walls, seeping into every crevice, a symphony of haunting delight. Shadows danced along the edges, merging and twisting with the ethereal spectre of the sound. The laughter seemed to hang in the air, thick and palpable. It was a cruel reminder of the pervading eeriness that lingered. Then, out of the dense silence, a voice emerged. This was no ordinary voice, but one that dripped with mystery and danger. It was a whisper that subtly broke through the quiet, like a serpent slithering through tall grass. It uttered only a few words, yet carried the weight of 1,000 secrets. As the echoes faded, it left behind an unsettling statement. "Some truths," the voice whispered, imbued with an ominous tone, "are better left undiscovered." Without warning, the very ground beneath them trembled, and the trees swayed, moved by an unseen force. An ancient primal anger seemed to stir within the earth, rumbling in silent protest. The air itself took on an ominous quality, carrying the echoes of some forgotten wrath. Suddenly, the shadows seemed to grow, invading their space, swallowing the meager light from their lanterns with a hungry resilience. Terror took hold, gripping their hearts in a vice of icy fear. The group dispersed, their frantic cries swallowed by the oppressive silence. The party scattered, their screams lost in the forest's lament. When dawn finally arrived in Elmsworth, the once vibrant township was still cloaked in an eerie silence of anticipation. The waiting crowd watched the edge of the forest, the borderline between the known world and the ominous unknown. From the dark veil of the woods, Only Sir Reginald emerged, haggard and disoriented. His once elegant attire was now marred by the ruthless wilderness, his face etched with lines of fear and confusion. His eyes, wide and haunted, bore an expression of terror that shook the onlookers to their core. His lips moved, but no words came out, leaving his horrifying experience unspoken. The courageous group of explorers who had accompanied him on this perilous journey, their faces etched in the townsfolk's memory, were nowhere to be seen. As the unsettling truth settled in, a chilling silence descended upon Elmsworth. The daring souls who had accompanied him were never seen again. He penned no findings, gave no explanations. He packed his belongings silently, leaving only footprints on the dusty ground. The townspeople woke to his abrupt departure, their faces a mix of confusion and fear. His house sat empty, its once lively aura replaced with an eerie silence that seemed to echo throughout Elmsworth. No one knew why he had left, or where he had gone. All they had was the cryptic message he had left behind. He had edged it carefully, meticulously, on a stone slab near the forest's edge, where daylight fears to tread. Years turned to decades, and the legend grew. The tale was passed down from parents to children like a precious heirloom. The woodland, steeped in mystery, cradled the quaint town of Elmsworth. The whispers of the wind, resounding through the towering trees, seemed to hold a secret. Children playing amid the benign parts of the forest would often stop, their playfulness giving way to curiosity. They would look towards the ominous boundary, their eyes fixated on the stone slab. It stood there as a reminder of the mysteries lurking just beyond the light.